Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel here. It is Random Gamer 800, and today we are doing balloons here on the channel. I don't usually do this Monday, but there's no indication that I always do this Monday, but I think most of my previous streams were on Monday. But yeah, I honestly, because of like a lot of scheduling conflicts here and there, and just I don't know when I'm free, and that it's gonna be really hard for me to do a set stream every Monday. So I'll kind of see how like the following weeks goes. Maybe I'll change days around. I'm looking at changing it to Friday. I'm not entirely sure. We'll see how it goes because I'm in. For those that are know me for quite a while, maybe you may or may not know this. I think if you've been in the Discord, you sort of have like a rough idea. Although I never really stated this in a way, but for context sake, I mean I've been doing content or kind of just live streaming for a few years now, but I've sort of neglected some things here and there. Not well, neglected maybe it's not the word that I would use. Maybe push some things aside. Let's just say, forego some opportunities. I guess if I in my spare time, I guess maybe there's like 3 things I want to do in my spare time, but because I keep doing streams and content and videos and playing games and whatever, I forgo the other things that I want to do in my spare time. So that's basically what I'm trying to say. I have other things I want to do in my spare time, and but you lot know that for the past few years, at least if you have been following my live streaming journey to some extent, you know that yeah, I always kind of put live streaming or content first, but I think now, and but that's also mainly because I think when I started out, it was the lockdown, the Panasonic, if you will. So there was not much options, not much other things to do. I mean, you can't really touch grass because you know, but yeah. But I think now, um, but I mean, life has just gone back to the way it is. So I kind of want to get back to doing more things I want to do, just kind of just getting out there a little bit. So that is basically why the reason, like maybe the next few weeks, I'll try to get used to like a new schedule, a new lifestyle, not just for like the streaming side, but just me in general. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that'll be proper interesting. Just 1 second here. Is this stream even live? Is the stream even live? Question mark. Okay, let me just get a check because because I'm not actually doing a. Okay, we are actually live. Okay, I just checked here.
Second here.
Oh no. Heard my own voice there. Anyways, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Hope you guys are enjoying your Tuesday. So usually what I do around here is a little bit more of a chill stream for those that are, I guess, new around here. Those are the things that I do on the channel. Yeah, I try to give a little bit of a different perspective towards the balloon stream. Sure, you'll see balloons playing in the background, but the content is mostly focused on you. Yes, you, the chat. I mean, or I guess you people in the chat. I mean, which I guess should be the way. You know, okay, wait, hang on. Let me just see if I can put this free fart monkey here. I mean, it's free 99. Let's just put it there. There we go. Probably should put it a little bit closer here, but it's fine. It's fine. It's just gonna take a long ass time in it. But yeah, like probably starting like I mean it sort of have started a little bit like for the past like week or so. I've been trying out like a new schedule, a new lifestyle. Don't know whether people notice it or not. They might have. I mean, like I said, I think if you're in a Discord, you might have noticed it, but otherwise you may not have even known. But yeah, like I said, I'll try to keep balloons going around this time every week as much as I can. I'll also try to keep it to 2 hours length, which is what I usually do right here on the channel. I don't want to really make it shorter. So there are days where I'm gonna have free time, but it's probably gonna be like not even 1 hour. So I don't want to do streams on those days, even though I technically can, because then the content will be like what, like 45 minutes at most, which is not a long time. I don't want to do. I think I do want, because this is like a hobby for me, like content creation and making streams, playing games, whatever this is in general. This is like more of a hobby for me. I don't want to, force or rush content out there just for the sake of putting content out there. I think at this stage of where I'm doing like streams or just content in general, I should just say content, because it could be anything. And at this stage of doing content in general, I feel like I should only push out there what I want to do, and that also should be the way for people that are getting into the content creation space here. If you are doing like content here, right? Sorry, if you're doing content, right? There's no point, like, just, and if you're not having fun, there's just literally no point. Okay, hang on, I really need to go to the toilet. Just give me a sec here, guys. Okay, I'll finish this round and I'll go to the toilet. I really need to go to the toilet. All right, I knew I should have gone before stream. I don't know why I didn't. Anyways, all right, let me think here. Okay, we ideally want, where is it? This, yeah, this. We'll put this here. Okay, we'll put that. Yeah, that should be fine for now. That will be okay. Won't require too much here. But yeah, today's balloon stream content. I do have content. All right, you lot, don't worry. I have things to talk about. You know I got content to talk about every stream, because it's literally like things happening every single week not on the channel. I mean, just in like in the, I guess, the content creation, like the social media space here, or even the gaming space. I mean, I usually just those are the two topics I thought about the most, something to do with like social media or gaming. But yeah, we do have, I believe, I think last week, I could be wrong, I think last week someone asked me to share a little bit more about like how to get started with live streams. So I'll do that a little bit later when more people comes in. But I'll starting off a little bit, just in a little bit here. I really need to go to the bathroom here. Okay, let me just try and leave this upgrades here first, and I think we should be able to do pretty well here. I just upgrade this and I'll go to the bathroom and just let this roll a little bit. All right, let me just put the helicopter. I think we should be good if we put that there and just one helicopter. I hope so, at least. All right, that is great. That is great. Okay. We just need money to get that heli. I won't put it down when it hits 1,600. Okay, we get some money for the upgrades and I'll put it down here. Okay, it's alright, it's fine. This is fine. Totally, it's fine. And it's on medium difficulty. We don't need to really rush it here. We don't need to really rush it. We just need to make sure that we don't get sloppy here. Hope that we don't get, okay, 2,800. We should be a little bit good to go here, I think, right after this. If I just put this down like here, and then, okay, yeah, no, we need a little bit more. We need a lot more. I mean, not a lot more, but like, we need more of the Monet. We need some degree more of the Monet, you know what I'm saying? All right, let's Make sure this get destroyed. Nice. Means Sauda can easily, the greatest of ease, taking care of that. So that's no issue here. I mean, worst come to us, I just upgrade this. There we go. Very nice. Okay, and then we'll get this. Yeah, that will definitely help here. Help things here. And then we'll get the 600. Hopefully this will at least last me to around 60. And hopefully I do come back on the battlefield for around 60, alright? Quick toilet break here. Also, sorry if you guys were here before oh, we just a complete run. Sorry for people that been here since like round 40. I just went to the bathroom. How are you doing, Chris? Hope you're doing well. Uh, welcome. I thought if you could imagine. You see, that's the thing in it. That's the thing. I started making YouTube videos 10 years ago. For the people that don't know me, I've been making YouTube videos for about like for okay. Yeah, I've been making YouTube videos for more than 10 years actually. Because right now, I believe I started making content. Okay, well, I say started making content. I did, but when I first started, the first like the first maybe like 5 years or so, I started making content. Oh, sorry, I just realized I was speaking there. I'm so sorry. Hang on, one sec. One sec. Okay, guys, I don't know the mic is better or not. Okay, anyways, as I was saying, right, I was like making content. Okay, hang on, guys. I just saw something. Let me just check something for like a quick minute here. But I'll try to speak when I do this. But yeah, I've been making content for like since ever in it. How you doing, Brandon? Hope you're doing well. Let me just fix something here. 1 second, guys. Okay. I think this is all right. Yeah. Okay. This should be fine. I think. I hope. Let me just do this again. Sorry. 1 sec, guys. But yeah, how you doing, Brandon? Hope you're doing well. Doing balloons here on the channel. But as I was saying, right, I used to make content like 10 years, more than 10 years ago. In fact, I think it started in okay, wait, let me try to remember this because my brain is trying to remember when I exactly started. I know the age I started, but I'm trying to like work backwards because I don't say anything about my age on live stream as well. I started in 2011. I started making content in 2011, and there's two things I want to cover in today's stream. Firstly, I want to talk about like is how what content creators now, something to do with content creators now, something that happened very recently, in fact today, in fact I think, or like a day ago. And then because someone requested a live stream, they wanted to know how do I get started live streaming. So I'll just go through a little bit of the basics. I won't really cover everything that I know, or like I won't give every tip that I know because it's just too much. I can't do it within one whole stream. Like I need a lot of time, and I need to kind of like prep content. Yes, I started in 2011. Yeah, around there, 2011. That was when I published my first video on YouTube. But like for the first like maybe 5 years or so, or maybe even more than that, I was like just putting like just very sporadic content on there. Polly, how you doing? I was just putting like very like sporadic, very random content on there. Like I just was putting content out there for fun. I didn't even like this was like I wouldn't say these were the dark days, and that's sort of related to the question that I got in the poll today. Like, so when would you rather start? I would say there are like there are advantages and disadvantages to both. I will kind of give what I feel is better just in a bit here. But yeah, I started out 13 years ago. That's pretty like the fact that that is 13 years ago, and I'm pretty sure some of you were not even born then, is like crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I say this every time whenever people tell me how time flies. Like when that thing when the new year comes around, and then people will say like, oh, so the same amount of time has passed from like 2000 to 2025 as like 1975 to 2000. You get what I mean, right? 25 years then and 25 years now. But my goodness, that is actually crazy if you think about it. Like the same amount of time passed from like it's just crazy in it. That's all I'm saying. It's crazy in it. It's that is a boomer moment right there. Let me read what you say. I miss those years. I think I'm like around the same age as you, so I'm much more boomer than you, or well, about the same boomer age as you. But yeah, like I personally, a lot of people will say this, like they prefer to start doing content now, but I will let you know about some fun facts about doing content back then, right? These are just some fun facts. You can't do this now because obviously it does not exist now. You know this is one fun fact I saw no one like talks about. Like no one ever talks about this because I think like very little people were like YouTubers back then. So and like no one really speaks about this. Do you know like back in the day, like back in like flip? Can you not click this guy? What the? Okay, anyways. Oh, there we go. It needs to be more accurate with it. Anyways. Yeah, like, you know back in the day, like 10 years ago on YouTube. I don't know when this was taken away, but back in the day on YouTube, you could actually send, like, mails to each other. So there was no, like, Gmail. Of course, Gmail wasn't a thing yet. And YouTube actually allow you to DM people within their own platform. I know this sounds crazy, right? But trust me, it existed back in the day because I receive a lot of hate DMs, alright? But that is beyond the point. The point is you could DM people on the platform. I don't know if people even like talk about that or even remember that was a thing. Like I tell you, this was crazy in it. Crazy. Like people were like, imagine if you could imagine like imagine DMing this day on YouTube. You can't do it. It will never. I mean, will YouTube put it back? I don't think so. But yeah, like you could DM people, DM other creators, and all that. And like back in the yeah, it was way different. Which I will get to in a bit as well. Which I will get to in a bit. I'm leading to a story here that I saw like just a while back, but alright, it will all make sense. I'm just trying to set the stage, trying to see what people think about like what making content was back then and what making content is now. You know, another thing that I think a lot of people don't realize back then is that even though you were a small YouTuber, like even if you got like maybe like hundreds or even 500 subs, we were like, I wouldn't say you were treated like royalty because that's not true. You were like, people will look at you as if you were like you know, people view you as something different, and that could be really good. And I don't really speak about this openly, and I don't like really talk about this a lot, but back then if you were like a small YouTuber, you would uh you would actually receive like opportunities more than you think. What kind of opportunities am I talking about here? I mean like just opportunities to like collab with not really collab with other YouTubers, but more like, you know, work with like people outside YouTube. So one for I maybe I spoke about this a little bit, but I don't know if I made it like really obvious. But back in the day I actually worked on an indie game, and I only got that opportunity because someone saw me on YouTube. That's how crazy this was. Like I wouldn't say this won't happen today because it probably can, but like back in the day, you were a small YouTuber. Like I was pretty small back then. I don't even know how much subscribers I had when I received this opportunity, but I know it's not a lot. I don't even think it's 500. I don't know. But yeah, like usually a small YouTuber these days will not even like get the chance unless they, you know, unless they're friends with like someone who makes games or something. But yeah, I like it's so different even from like the behind the scenes perspective, like the me creating a channel kind of perspective that many people may not even know because reasons. Sniper is that a new thing that's coming? Sniper Paragon, like when is the next update for balloons? But yeah, that's why the question this week is about starting as a content creator back then or back now. And I'll answer that question right now. Actually, I feel that I see. I've seen on a video someone asked this question or something like that, and like it was a conversation between two people. Like one of them was an older creator, one of them was a newer creator, but they both agreed that you know, they both agreed that making content like today is better than making content like way back then. So So yeah, I will say making content now, there is advantages now and disadvantages back then. I think the biggest advantage now as compared to like back 10 years ago is the amount of options you have now, which I will get to later. All right, which I will get to later. But yeah, because like but basically, okay, yeah. No, personally, see, personally, I prefer to make content back. It's a weird one. It's a weird one because I can make arguments for and against both. I can make arguments for and against both. You know what I'm saying? It's not like um it's not a clear cut thing. If people say they prefer back then, I'm like, okay. People say they prefer content right now, I say, you know what, it's okay. There are pros and cons to both. And as someone who's been through both, I'll tell you what I think are like the pros and cons here. I'm not even thinking about what I'm doing here, aren't I? But we're fine. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, okay? Alright, let's just go with this. But yeah, like sorry. Okay, let's get to some actually personally I would okay, let me just address the question first. Personally, I think it's better to make content. If I were to choose one, I would say now. The reason why I say now is because like right now you have a lot of options, a lot of different ways you can make content. Like just on YouTube, you can create shorts, you can create videos, you can create streams. Remember back in the day, 10 years ago, you didn't have that that luxury. You could only do videos. And another reason why this was the case back then, I guess, was due to all the technology and all that. Like you, even if you wanted to do even if you had the technology, you couldn't even do a live stream because the platform wouldn't allow you to do one. But the technology back then, I'm telling you, oh my goodness, if you lot knew Fraps, if you lot knew Bandicam, you guys are really my goats. You guys really know. You guys, I will give you a +1 reward. +1 aura. If you guys know what Fraps was, what Bandicam was, holy hell. Like, so essentially what I'm trying to say here is imagine nowadays if you want to record or you want to stream, you just go to OBS, and even if you don't want OBS, there's other alternatives. So there's options for it. Back in the day, your options were quite, I wouldn't say limited. I mean, you had options, but like I don't know when OBS was created. I don't really know. But like back in the day, your options were very limited, and a lot of the options were paid. Keyword paid. I believe Fraps is paid. I believe Bandicam there's a free version, but you could pay for the full version. I'm not. I can't really recall like back in the day any free software they can use to record like gameplay or even like your screen, which is bizarre. Like I don't think people understand that. For those that say, okay, I prefer content back in the day, I prefer creating content back in the day. I'm pretty sure back in the day, if you look at content, if you see everything, every type of recording device you need to pay, you'll probably think twice. So that's one interesting thing I brought up as well. Actually, two interesting things. Those are the two main points. I would say now it's easier because of the technology and because of what like platforms like YouTube has to offer, and maybe because of like audiences as well. I think now this one's 50-50. You can argue for both sides here. I think now there's a lot more audiences for a lot more different things, if that makes sense. But back then, because the niche was so small, like the people on the internet were so small, the niche was so small, and like the people who were creating videos, they were like, it's hard to argue for this back then, but I think it's much more sense now, because I think people can relate to this more now. I think now, because there's so many games, so many things you can do videos on, so many ideas that have been out there, you could really start anywhere. Whereas back in the day, you couldn't like really start anywhere. I mean, you could be like a trailblazer, sure, but let's say if you're into gaming, there's not really that much games for you to do back in the day. I'm not saying you couldn't really do well with games back in the day, but it's a lot more difficult than people think, I guess. You just gotta find your own niche, and that was much harder back in the day, because back in the day you also don't have like the stats to look at, and you don't really know, because nowadays you have like all the tutorial videos you can look at, so you can kind of get an idea of how, you know, you could do well, you could gauge for yourself to do well. So that's, again, we can argue both sides, but I think that's more of a now kind of thing is better. So generally I say now is better, but if people say back then you would prefer to create content back then, I would say, okay, you know what, I'm fine with that as well, because back then, right, it was a lot less pressure in my opinion. Like back in the day, there was a lot more there was a lot less pressure in my opinion. Like you could just freely like do content, and you could just gain bare views. I'm not even gonna lie, I created a montage, like it was just a random one. I think like a 3 minute montage. I'm not sure if it's still on YouTube. I think it might get I think it might be taken down because copyright. But yeah, I did a random like 2 to 3 minute montage of me just like speed running a rage game like back in the day, and it got like what, like close to 1K views, which is huge back in the day. Huge. These were for a small YouTuber back in the day. These were big boy numbers. Big boy numbers. 4 digits. We ain't seen anything like that. This is the peak. You know what I'm saying? you know what I'm saying. Also, you guys enjoying the discussion, feel free to contribute as well. And you know, if you like the balloons in the background, you like me playing balloons while I'm doing all this, subscribe for more. I try to do this every single week, as much as I can. Also, a like helps the stream to get discovered, and also lets me know you're enjoying what you're watching, of course. But yeah, back to what I was saying here. I think, you know, back in the day there was less pressure, and also copyright laws. I know copyright existed back in the day, but let's be real, back in the day it was like copyright was so much more like lenient. People, whenever they think of copyright now, they think, oh, you can't put any of this, you need to do NCS and all that. You know, NCS, I don't know when they became a thing, but NCS wasn't like so big back in the day, because like copyright wasn't really a big thing, because you know, content creation wasn't really that big. So like the people who made music, they were like, oh, people who create YouTube, we just want to use their music, it's fine. It's probably like only a few people, so that's okay. But now, because like there are so many content creators out there on so many different platforms, the people who create music always wants the rights and all that, you know what I'm saying? So copyright was alive back then. I'm not saying it's like it wasn't a thing, but it wasn't as big of a thing as it is today. That's another advantage for like you know, back then. So you know what I mean here. So this is what I'm saying, is that there are advantages for, you know, doing content back then and doing content now. It's not like a clear cut thing, at least for me. But like I say, if I had to choose one, it would be now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to me, there's no fault with choosing both. If someone said they prefer now, okay. Preferred back then, okay as well. It's not a. I think like if you're kind of younger, maybe you couldn't relate to what's back then, so then it would be difficult for you. But yeah. Okay, so I got really okay. I gotten, you know, that I've talked about that a little bit. Later I'll talk about, because someone requested it on last week's stream. I'll talk a little bit about how to get started on live stream a little bit later on here. But see, you lot know with these balloon streams, I go hard for topics to talk about, right? See, I give you the latest scoops here, right? This ain't just a balloon stream. This is an educational balloon stream, ladies and gentlemen. Educational, all right? In one way or another. So this is actually quite recent news. I think this is quite recent news. I don't know how recent this is, but basically, I think just a while ago, or like a few days ago, it's definitely less than a week old for sure. I think. We got Mr. Best, Mr. Beast without the A. So I'm sorry. Okay, we got Mr. Beast, KSI, and Logan Paul here. I'm just looking at this here because I'm not too familiar with this myself. I just saw this like today, just before I went live. I'm not too familiar with this, so I'm kind of like looking at this right now, and these are just kind of my like first thoughts here. So Mr. Beast, KSI, and Logan Paul, they are launching a new thing. Now I don't know what this is basically because they don't have this in my country, as in like the original version as well. But apparently in US, there's this thing called Lunchables, and they seem to be like a complete lunch set menu thing. It comes with like a main dish, a a dessert, and a drink. I don't really know. I'm sorry, I have no comment on that because we don't have that here. But basically it's a lunch set meal that's like in a box, basically, one of those instant lunch set meals, I think, or something like that. I have no idea. So basically it comes in a box. But of course we have Mr. Beast, KSI, and Logan Paul here. They are creating their own version of Lunchables here. That I will speak about this a little bit. Trust me, there is a point that I'm gonna get to here. I'm just kind of informing people about the news, so trust me. All right, I have a few words to say. So they are launching this thing to as a substitute or as like a competitor to Lunchables. It's called Lunchly. What an awful name, by the way. I'm sorry, whoever named that needs to do a little bit better. They name their Lunchables Lunchly, and of course it includes a Mr. Beast chocolate, a prime drink, and I assume it includes a main dish. But when I looked at it, or as I'm looking through it here, it doesn't really specify what the main dish is, so I don't really know. I'm okay. Fair enough. But basically you get the point. It's like a lunch set, or it's like a meal set, whatever, right? It's like a meal. Think about it that way. This kind of is going back to the question. If someone asked me whether I prefer to start live streaming now, start content now or back then, I would say now. But but I wouldn't mind starting back then as well. I mean, I done both. But if someone asked me, would you prefer to watch YouTube 10 years ago, or would you prefer to watch YouTube now? I don't know whether this is just nostalgia, kind of just speaking to me here, but I prefer to watch YouTubers from like 10 years ago. I'm sorry, all right? There's a reason why, like, nowadays I prefer to watch smaller channels, and the main reason why, and also when I say smaller channels, I don't mean like just like 10 subs or anything like that. I mean like small amount of subs. It doesn't have to be 10 subs. It can be like 1K, 5K, you know what I'm saying? I think it does. I think more personally what matters is I feel that nowadays I would rather watch YouTubers that are more like genuine, they're more like people, if that makes sense. I don't know how to put this properly in words, but I prefer to watch YouTubers that are a bit more genuine, a bit like they act like people. And I'm not saying Mr. Beast, KSI, and all these people don't act like people, but I think for like common folks like me who do like YouTubing and like all these content creations for just a hobby, note that this is just my hobby. I don't even make any money from this. So yeah, this is just a fun like thing for me, right? I prefer the interaction. I prefer seeing small YouTubers, especially when they, get a video out there that goes like viral and then they really, pop off, and then I really enjoy it for them, which is currently happening to one of the friends who supports this channel. Shout out to ML255 here, Matlet255, big Celeste, well, not big, but like a good Celeste creator. If you like Celeste, go to his channel. Anyways, shit. Look, I ain't even shameless plug my channel there. There we go. But yeah, like as I was saying, right? I prefer like interaction, just the vibe that I get from small creators. And I think back in the day, even big creators were like this. Like, I think people back in the day would say, oh, I mean, back in the day, people could argue that there are not creators like this, but you look at creators like PewDiePie and like that is like the biggest example I can think of. That you watch PewDiePie and he's very down to earth. If something if something is not right, he will tell you it's not right. You know what I'm saying? Like he's the ultimate, like, how do I say? He's the ultimate good guy YouTuber. I don't know, big good guy YouTuber. I don't know how to put it in proper words. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, like someone of PewDiePie's caliber could never reach the status that he could reach today because of the way YouTube is today. And that's not disrespecting PewDiePie in any way, in my opinion, but like, it is what it is. It's just the way. I mean, people may not like it. I'm saying it like this, but it's just the way that the platform and just social media as a whole just works now. Yeah, like same. Yeah, exactly. Like the amount of like small creators that I watch now is a little bit more than the bigger creators. I am sub to some big creators, like even KSI. I'm actually sub to KSI, but like like, but I was sub to him way back in the day. When he was like playing FIFA? You know what I'm saying? I think even no, I think I was gonna say maybe even before then, but I don't think so. But this was when I was interested in KSI when he was playing FIFA. I mean, nowadays, I mean. I mean, yeah, so that's basically, it is what it is. I don't want this to be like people trying to say, oh, you only like small content creators. No, I don't. All right, like I mentioned before, there are some like bigger content creators I watch as well, but I like the genuine content creators. Like I think that is something that people will know. They could tell after watching someone for a while whether they are genuine or not. And if someone's just having fun on the platform, that also helps as well. There's a like group of YouTubers that they're not that big. They're like maybe 100K subs, which may sound big compared to someone like me, but in the overall grand scheme of things, it's not a lot. There's this bunch of guys I watch. They're around like 100K subs, but the reason why I like this is because they're so like genuine. They just have fun on the platform. It's not, I don't think it's their like full-time income, so they just go on the platform, just do some fun stuff and all that. Just make everyone happy. That's basically all it is. Just make everyone happy and just make themselves happy as well. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's the real thing. That's the real thing. That's the real key of it. If someone's genuine, if they are true to what they, if they make content that is genuine and if they're having fun with it, I think a lot of people will see through it as well, and will start to enjoy the content. I spoke a lot more on that topic than I wanted to, but I sort of lost the big plot here. We were talking about like Mr. Beast, KSI, and Logan Paul creating a substitute to like Lunchables, which is like a lunch meal. And there was this content creator, I'm not exactly sure who he is, goes by the name of Dan. He was kind of calling out these three guys here about how like fake they are. They don't care about the viewers, they only care about their money, which you see, the thing is, this is one of those things as well. Like, I don't like to sit on the fence, but in this case I am sitting on the fence because I kind of get where he's coming from, but what the fuck? Okay, so I'm sorry, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but my goodness, there's like a big thunderstorm going outside. I was so like, it literally, like, I'm sorry, I don't know whether you guys can hear this on the live stream, but my goodness, like literally, I'm just checking everything here. Like literally, I don't know if you can hear it, but my goodness, it's just pouring outside. Out of nowhere, it just literally rained heavily. My goodness. Okay, but it's died down a little bit. Okay, okay, that threw me for a loop there because I was taken aback there. But what I was saying, right, is people out there were saying, oh, Logan Paul, KSI, and Mr. Beast, they don't care about um their subs. They only care about their money and all that kind of stuff. And see, I know where they're coming from when they say, Elijah, how you doing? How you doing, man? What's up? Just talking about some recent news here. How do you play balloons yourself? Very, very much appreciated of you for joining the stream. But yeah, like I mean, there are people that are gonna say like, oh, they're doing this for the money, which is true in a way, which is true. I'm not denying that. But from like the KSI, Logan Paul, Mr. Beast perspective, it's like, okay, I made content for my viewers. How do I go the next step? How do I, how do I make this more profitable? Because this is their job in a way. This is like their only. I don't say their only way of income. This is a way of income for them. So they, when money's on the line, you have to maximize it, right? So I can't really blame them as well for wanting to do like a collab, because they obviously have like big name. But I think where this becomes like a point of like argument here, or where this becomes like where people start getting like angry here, is because like these creators, right, most of the people that like follow them or like subscribe to them are like the younger audiences or like kids on this platform, because kids. I'm sorry, but you get what I mean, right? But yeah, we do. I do BT6 mainly around here, but yeah, I try to do stream once every week. So if you enjoy BTD6 and you enjoy my content, uh, like the stream so that more people can discover it. And also, I know you're enjoying the content, and subscribe for Balloons content. I'll try to do a Balloon stream once every week. My streak for the chest is like 100 days. Very good on you. Good on you. But yeah, I think the point of contention here, or the point of argument here, is that the people that will buy these kind of products are like kids, and they will kind of like, thank you for the subscription there. I just saw that coming. I think the point of argument here is that these are targeted toward kids and and they are like unsuspecting victims, because these meals are just gonna have a lot of sugar in them, a lot of I don't know where they got this info from. I gotta be honest, I have no idea. But the point of contention is like, oh, these meals are not gonna be healthy for them as well, and they're just gonna get like fooled by this and all that. They don't know what they're consuming and blah 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 and all this kind of stuff, right? Again, with these, right? With the thing is, right? If not only just an adult, but if a kid wants to purchase something and they like something, unfortunately, well, certain things, there are restrictions obviously, but for most cases you can't really say no. If someone Sauda Sauda the goat, Saudi Arabia, my goat here. Why is Sauda not an option? Also, were you asking me about hero? What hero do you want to use? Just use whatever you want to use. But yeah, like as I was saying, right? I think with this whole Mr. Beast KSI Logan Paul situation, it is what it is. I don't got her. Well, get her, mate. Get her. Get her, mate. I'm saving up for. Okay. Fair enough. Good. Good on you. I think out of all those, I don't really use any of those, to be fair. I think I know a lot of people say Ben is good, so maybe Ben. I don't know. Sauda, yeah, Sauda's really good. Like for like beginner players, if you guys are looking for like the first hero you should get Sauda. I think it's really good as a beginner, but at this point I'm so used to her that I can't not stop using her. What one French guy? Wait, what one French guy? No, I'm just saying in general. Yes, in general. But yeah, that's what I have to say regarding the I think Etienne's a female mate, or I don't know. I really don't know. You can tell how much heroes I use here. But yeah, like that's what I think about the Logan Paul, KSI, and Mr. B situation. I kind of see both sides of the argument. Um, yeah, I mean, for like those three, just a way to make more money. Uh, I think like I'm gonna be someone who kind of just. I mean, we're not gonna get. We might get it here. We don't even have like Lunchables here, so I can't even like compare it to like the original product. So yeah. But yeah, I'm doing gyms. Okay, what map are you doing gyms on? Hello there, X Ninjas. How are you? How are you? Wow, we having like 83% of people say start now. Like I said, I think if someone younger comes into the stream, they're gonna say start now because mainly starting 10 years ago it is a foreign concept, especially if you're not around back then. It is a little bit of a foreign concept, which I sort of talked about a little bit early into the stream. For context, in case anyone was wondering, I've been doing like videos, or well, okay, let's just put it content for a long time now. But I was saying earlier, for the first like 5 years or so, I was just doing it very occasionally. Because back in the day, I used to have a really like tough schedule. Like well, I still have a tough schedule now, but I think now because of the technology, it's so much easier to do content. Like back in the day, I'm trying to black border some maps now, mate. That's what we're doing here, or that's what I'm doing here at least. Okay. I'm starting with like the beginner maps, then moving my way up, which is what I'm doing here. I believe I've done most of the beginner ones. I'm just like doing the last few here. But yeah, like slowly and surely, I think like each stream I get closer to the target, of course. Well, I mean, there are different ways to complete open close inverted commas, complete balloons here, depending on who you ask. For those that are new as well, I actually did a short about one of the upcoming updates on balloons, which people might have missed if they reached the patch notes. But basically, one of the upcoming updates say that they will add like new modes into balloons. It's a short. I made like a short about it. So yeah, it's quite a while ago, I think, but the short about it explains it better. But the point is, there are new things coming to balloons, but you need to pay for them. That's essentially the TLDR version of that short. I feel like okay, yeah, I got cool. Okay, but yeah, also I don't think the person who mentioned this was here because I don't see their name here. But anyways, someone also asked me, but I'll just kind of just talk about this a little bit because it was mentioned in the last stream. Yeah, mate, that's a crazy map. My man got the esports ready mind. But yeah, like okay, we're cooking with this formation here. I don't know why I just say formation here. I'm not playing FM. I'm not playing FM here. Why am I say formation here? But yeah, like yeah, I'll speak about this topic a little bit in case the person watches it on the water. I should probably also like try and cut up my like live streams here so that I can address different things because I around on this live stream here, it's like a podcast. I talk about so many different things here. The game is basically just like a backdrop, a background. I mean, I'll talk about the game a little bit here and there if people want me to. But because someone asks, I'll cover this so that I don't have to cover it again. And in case someone asks, I know where to tell them where is it. Because I'm pretty sure the person will ask. If they don't ask, Never mind. At least I covered it. But basically, someone asked the last stream, how do I get like, well, not how do I get started, but how do they get started with live streaming? Because I mean, it's a quite a general kind of topic question that I can literally sit here for like not only one whole stream, but like two whole stream talking about it. Yeah, I've unlocked the Monkey or whatever. The little Monkey or whatever. Sebastian, where I'm just waiting for my Sebastian. My goat Sebastian. But yeah, like someone asked on how to get started with live streaming. Yeah, I'm trying to not get distracted by the game here. So okay, we'll finish this round. I'll talk about it. But there are a lot of things. There are a lot of things that I want to talk about regarding how to get started with live streaming. But I will condense it for this live stream. I'll kind of summarize the main points. It's just too hard to get into the whole thing in just one stream. So it would be better if, you know, if someone in the chat has some question about live streaming, if you're going along, maybe just ask like a little bit more specifically, so I can address it better. If only Fallout London from what's Fallout London? Oh yeah, there was like a Fallout. I don't know if you saw this, Chris, but I think like 2 or 3 weeks ago there was. Oh wait, this is. Wait, what crap? Why is this silver border? Did I not do something here? Did I not do something right here? Oh, okay, I haven't. Okay, I didn't even know silver border was a thing, but there you go. I'll complete that soon now. So, yeah. Currently, like I think 3/4 of the beginner maps are like black bordered, so I only got a little bit more to go. If only Fallout London from GOG wasn't too buggy, I'm gonna think it's safe. I don't even know what Fallout London is. Is it like an FPS? I've never heard of it. I never even go. I never even like get any games from GOG, by the way. But yeah, I think a few weeks ago, like Epic released like a Fallout collection for free. For free, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. If you understood the reference, good on you. But yeah, for free. But basically, the Fallout collection was free on there, but it's mostly like the older Fallout games. Why am I going on hard here? What's wrong with me? But we were. It gave them out for free, but it was like the older games, like the strategic Fallout games. You know what I'm saying? Not like the New Vegas and all that. Yeah. So that was proper kind of sad for me, like, because I thought when they say Fallout Collection free, I was like, wow, we're getting New Vegas and all the like new Fallout games. Oh my god. Small fangirling moment. Well, congratulations, I guess. You know, but then when I actually looked at what the Fallout collection was, yes, I did. The 20 Fallout 4 game. I think I roughly know what you're saying, roughly. But yeah, Epic gave out Fallout collection. I thought it was like the Fallout New Vegas and like newer games. I was like, yes, and then I saw it was like the older strategic Fallout games that no one really talked about, and I was like, oh. Instant pain. I mean, they might be good games as well. I just probably won't even get around to just playing them. But yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, we were gonna talk about like how to get started live streaming. Why am I so? It's why sometimes I need a script at the side here. Tell me what I need to talk about. Yeah, but yeah, I was gonna start talking about how to get started on live streaming. So this is just gonna be a very condensed look into how to get started. Okay. So first of all, before you even get started, make sure you're gonna black border your things. Okay, you do you. We love the black borders around here. We love black borders around here. Pause. But yeah, like before we even think about like live streaming in general, make sure you at least have a good PC, of course. a working mic. When I say a working mic, you just make sure like the mic works properly. And this is I guess not really not compulsory that you get this. Sorry, not compulsory that you get this, but I would somewhat recommend it. But if you're not comfortable, it really doesn't matter. So you also want to get a webcam, camera, whatever. Is it pause and my internet pause? Good. I have Alexa powers. There we go. I told you one day I discovered what superpowers I have. It's okay if you haven't seen Fallout 4 good doing it. Gameplay. Okay. Fair enough. But yeah, like if you want to get started live streaming, 3 things you need: a good PC, a good microphone. It doesn't need to be like $100 one. You can get like a second-hand one or a cheap one. As long as it works fine, people can hear you clearly and well, that is okay. I think a lot of this is one of the things that I really don't like about content creators nowadays, especially a lot of the creators that like I mean there are some creators that there's some creators that goes against this, but most of the creators nowadays, they will kind of like scare you and say, oh, you need to buy the most expensive mic. Look at this $100 mic. Look at how good it is. You don't really need a $100 mic. Let's be real. You can get a good one for half the price, if I'm being completely honest. Because, like I said, especially if you're doing content creation and you're starting out, this is just a hobby. Don't go and spend $100 on the mic because you're not even gonna like know if this is good for you. Hello there, Izzy. How you doing? Don't even like don't even like go out there and spend so much on a mic because you don't even know if this is gonna be good for you. You might just end up, okay, I don't feel like doing content anymore, so just throw away the mic. So that's money gone down the drain, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, get a cheap mic. Yeah, so get a cheap mic, one that at least people can hear you clearly, and with webcam as well. Again, the same thing applies. Don't fall for those traps that say, oh my god, you need this $100 webcam because it's so good. There are cheap options. You just need to search out there. Again, when you're starting out, you don't need the very best of the best. I mean, it helps you a little bit, but let's say if your content is not good, it's not going to help. Let's be real, because when you start out your live stream, your content is just you doing you. It's all a mic from, I mean, it depends on market rate and all that. I usually, like, with what I know, I mean, again, it depends on what country you live in, I guess, but usually, because now like mics are quite easy to get, people literally spend that much on the mic second hand as well. That's what I realized, but again, it depends on what country you live in, I guess. Thank you, Elijah, for coming out. I hope to see you next time when I stream balloons. Much appreciated for your subscription. But yeah, these are the 3 things that you need to start thinking of and you need to have before you even like start streaming here, you know what I'm saying? Thank you, Elijah, much appreciated. See you next time, mate. A camera is like optional. If you don't want to spend the money on it, it's fine because you can just work with your mic and your like good PC. Okay, once you got your two things there, you got the equipment to start live streaming. But then you need the software side. This is like the hardware side, I guess. The software side is a little bit more interesting because there's no one size fit all solution, if that makes sense. So you obviously need a streaming software. So what streaming software do you use? The most common one is OBS, but there are alternatives to this. Two of them that I know of and are, I guess, like what I would recommend other than OBS Studio is, firstly, there's this thing called Prism Live Studio. So this one's very similar to OBS Studio in terms of like the UI and how you set up a live stream and all that. Again, I won't really go into the details of all this because I mean, if you want, just ask me in the chat and I'll go through the details. This is just a general overview because how to get started with live streaming, honestly, good 30-minute video idea if I'm being honest. But basically, get your streaming software. The one that most people use is OBS Studio. there's Prism Live Studio, which is very similar to OBS Studio. And if you're starting out, this is the one I recommend, because you know why? Because if you, let's say you want to put chat on there, you want to put some stickers on there, some emoji on there, something that makes it a little bit easier for you to make it look a little bit more professional, this is the one that you want to use. So Prism Live Studio is like an OBS substitute. It has like its UI is very similar to OBS. So if you use Prism Live Studio, it's like almost the same as OBS. But the reason, like I said, the reason why I prefer it to OBS, as at least when you're starting out, is because with Prism Live Studio, a lot of the common live streaming features are already in there. So what do I mean by this? For example, let's say you want to put chat, like your chat on stream, on like the stream here. You can just do that within Prism Live Studio itself. If you need to do it within OBS, there's like an additional step they need to take. With Prism Live Studio, it's all already built in. Another thing, maybe let's say you have a camera and you have a, for example, think about like maybe you have a green screen behind you. You just, or no, you know what? No, let's say if you have a camera but you don't have a green screen, right? And you want to remove like your background. In Prism Live Studio, you can do that. You could literally do that. But in OBS, you can't. And I believe in OBS, you need to install additional stuff for that, even if you really want that. And even though then I don't think it's that good in my personal opinion. So Prism Live Studio is a good software that I recommend for people that are starting out to live stream, because it has a lot of the built-in features in there that is useful for beginners. And then you can kind of stick with it and see whether you enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, just go to OBS. The only thing I don't really like with Prism Live Studio is the fact that because it's kind of looked at as like it is mainly because it's like a newer thing and it's not really looked at by a lot of people. You're not gonna have a lot of much tutorial videos on it. I mean, these tutorial videos, they exist, but there's not a lot of it. But I think it should be enough to get you through as a beginner. That is for Prism Live Studio. And the last one is Polypop. Now this one I have limited experience with, but it's basically like a 3D software live streaming. 3D live streaming software. That the words were not in my favor there, but it's basically a 3D live streaming software. So what this is basically, think of it, OBS Studio and Unity combined. That is basically Polypop. So Polypop is like a 3D version of OBS Studio. You know how sometimes when you do the commands on stream and then if you do a command, like a video pops up, or something pops out on my stream, right? Well, in Polypop, you could do things like that, but they're in 3D. So if you want to make like a 3D, if you want to make a 3D coin up in a stream and someone does exclamation mark coin, for example, you can do that. You really could do that. This is a 3D software that you can like literally make coins appear in 3D. You can make I don't know. It's a really good software. I'm not sure what they're doing now because I've not really take a look much at their progression, but it's a really cool software. However, I only recommend it if you are someone that has a really good computer, because these things will really take up a lot of your CPU, GPU, processing power, whatever, right? When you live stream. So if you have like a medium or low end PC and you want to stream, this is not the streaming software that I recommend. But if you have a really high end one, then go for this, because I think you make your live stream look really good. So Polypop is the third option here. So just as a recap, OBS Studio, that's just the basic option. Prism Live, which I think is good for beginners, and Polypop, which is good for people with high-end PCs and they want to do something different with their live streams. So those are the three main ones that I will present to you. So in order to start live stream, you just choose one and then link your like Twitch or YouTube or whatever, and then you can go live from there. I guess to end off, like I guess this is mainly with this, you should be good to go with Sorry, I was just looking at something there. With this information, with this hardware, with this software, you're honestly good enough to stream, just like that. So, you know, if you want me to go in depth on anything that I said, or if there's something that I didn't like cover there, feel free to let me know. So that's basically how you get started live streaming. That went a lot shorter than I imagined actually. But I did leave out a lot of tips that I didn't really say. So if you're still here now and you listening to this, you will be blessed because you get tips or additional tips. I think this is just like my own tips. I mean, it's not, there's no like proof that this works or not, but like this is just my own, I guess, my own experimentation and my own like my own experimentation and my own experience. This is what, you know, what I've seen and what I think works and all that kind of stuff. What I'm basically trying to say here is there are some tips that I would give to live streamers that are going live or maybe the first time, and maybe some of the people on YouTube won't tell you this, maybe some will, like, and some won't. Bendy, how you doing? We're doing well, mate. We're doing balloons here on the channel today. How are you? Of course, if you're enjoying the discussion here, if you're enjoying the content, balloons content, you're enjoying this this commentary that goes along with the balloons content, leave a like. It lets me know that you're enjoying the content, one, first of all, and then second of all, it helps the stream to grow in algorithm, so more people like, the stream gets pushed up and more people can see it. And then also, if you are enjoying the content, I'll try and do balloon stream once every week, so why not give a subscribe if you're enjoying what you're seeing. Okay, before I get on with some additional tips here, let me just take, ooh, 70% of you says start now. I mean, to be fair, right, to be fair, the votes are mostly one-sided, but they're not like as one-sided as I thought. I thought this was going to be like a 90% 10% or 80% 20%. I mean, 70 to 30 is still a little bit more one-sided, but that's like, you know, it's like in the middle, right? It's not one-sided, but it's also not centralized, but I feel like it's closer to one-sided, you know. But yeah, I mean, like I said, this is one of those things where I really don't know where to stand on, even though earlier in the stream I said I would prefer to like start now, I guess, but like there's no, like, I have no regret starting back like 10 years ago, 14 years ago, whenever I started, you know. Not 13 years ago, whenever I started, but like I said, maybe back then I didn't really have the good equipment as well, so when I started doing videos, right, I had very terrible equipment. There was like you guys must remember, like back then there was no videos out there telling us like what mic should we get, like these kind of, like, there's literally no YouTubers out there telling us, okay, what mic should we get for making videos, what camera should we get for making videos, what should we do if we want to make videos. Literally all these things you have to kind of like just find out yourself and just, you know, Google everything and kind of see. No chat GPT as well, okay? Don't even come at me with that chat GPT nonsense, because these did not exist back in the day, of course. Okay, we conquered that. That's good. Do you play BTD6 yourself, Bendy? But yeah, like I said, I do have some tips for you guys that are starting out to live stream or even videos. Depending, I like most of my tips are for live streamers, but they could apply to YouTubers as well. How much I honestly don't know. I didn't check. I'll check after this. Plain gamer, how you doing, mate? What are we doing here? Okay, yeah, this one. Put down a helicopter. And then put this down here. We should be good, I think. Yeah, we'll leave 10,975 just in case for anything. How you doing? Oh yeah, were you the one that asked the last stream about like how to get started with live streaming? Well, I just literally covered everything. I'm so sorry. I'm not, you might be the one. I think you're the one, but I could be wrong. I will check how much monkey knowledge I have after this. All right. Money knowledge. Cause shorts maxing is OP. Okay, we show, but okay, so okay, this is good. This is good because I mostly cover live stream stuff, so I'll talk about shorts right now, I guess. Okay, give me more to talk about. I used to watch your Twitch live. What do you used to watch on my Twitch live? Because I do so many things on there. Yeah, with shorts, right? Okay, this is very unplanned, so like my thoughts will be all over the place. But with shorts, honestly, oh, how's Batman Arkham Asylum? I'm finished with that game, mate. I'm finished with that game. I'm done with it. What is your username on Twitch? I don't really remember. How did you discover me, by the way? Are you in my Discord, or did you discover me from like my Twitch homepage? Cause Because I think if I look at your Twitch username, I might remember you better. Okay. By the way, oh, okay, Dan. Yeah, how you doing? How you doing, mate? Oh yeah, Dan. By the way, I'm sorry, I'm not streaming FM anymore on Twitch. I think I'll try to focus mainly on videos because I've just so many different type of contents that I'm putting out there right now. Deflation's a bit boring in my opinion, which is why I'm like just, I mean, for a stream thing, I don't really mind it because I got like the chat here that can keep me company and can talk a lot about with chat. But I guess if you're playing this with just like on your own, yeah, it can be kind of boring. I get that. Okay, back to shorts. Before I forget, back to talking about shorts here. With shorts, right? From what I can gather, I have no clue about like how even like it works. You could make shorts with shorts, right? What I recommend is this. This is what I feel is the best way to go about with shorts. You make like, okay, this is depending on what you want to do with shorts because I don't know what genre you want to go in, but I think this applies for most genres. I think. I also had break in FM for a time. Had break in F. Oh, okay, fair enough. No, I'm still doing FM. It's just I'm doing it behind the scenes. I'm making a YouTube channel for FM, so that's where all the FM content is going now. So yeah, if you want Plain Gamer or if you want Dan, if you're in my Discord, just DM me. I'll send you a link to my YouTube channel for FM. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Okay, yeah, back with shorts, right? Yeah, okay, back with shorts. I think with shorts, what you need to do is just do like 10 or 20 shorts, see which one gets like the most views, and then channel name. Oh yeah, good. I can just put down the channel name. The channel name is hang on. Channel name is Random Football 800. Which I put in the chat. There should be FC24 videos there, and there should be one FM video there. I think I am in your Discord. Okay, just search Random Football 800 on YouTube. It should come up. The latest video I did was on Bologna. It should be there. It should be there, I think. If you look at my channel, that should be the latest video. I mean, worst come to worst, you can just click on the video and hear my voice. Like my voice is in the video, so yeah. Right, about shorts. With shorts, I have no idea how the algorithm works, but just make 10 or 20 shorts. Just make a bunch of shorts, right, in your whatever genre you're doing, and see which one sticks. Whichever one that gets the most views, try to then make more shorts on that topic. Let's say, for example, you do a few shorts, and the shorts that is maybe getting you the most views is titled I don't know, I'm trying to think here. The shorts that make the most views are the one that's titled how to get to level 500 in balloons or something. I'm just making things up here, okay? Hello there, mate. How are you doing? Yes, balloons indeed. True, but it takes forever. That's true as well, Bendy. So yeah, like imagine if your shorts that gets a lot of views are how to get to level 500 in balloons or something, right? That's your title. You try and find ways to use that title again. So literally, I mean, copy and paste the title, right? And copy and paste the title, and then from there, you sort of like make a sequel, make like a second video on it, like continue from there. Subway Surfer game. Oh yeah, that's one more thing I was gonna say. I was gonna say that you can post gameplay on there, but like be very careful, because I know of a like there was this guy that came here a while back, right? This was like months ago. I don't know why he just randomly started beefing me for no reason. I had no idea why. I mean, it wasn't really beefing. It's more like he would just say, "Oh, my channel has like more views or like subscribers at your channel or something." So just for out of curiosity, I went to look at his content, and it was all like just like viral content that he reposted on there. I mean, okay, I'm not saying where's the Hangman game? I believe that has been I believe it's coming. The API the thing needs time to draw here, I think. Either that or like the link for the Hangman game is not working anymore. I need to double check that. Because the link even previously was quite buggy. Oh crap, this is oops sake. This is reversible, in it. But what if the thing is not repeatable? What thing? What do you mean what thing is not repeatable? I'm very confused. But yeah, like there was this guy, he came in here, he had like 4 shorts. All of them I think were like viral shorts. I have no idea. I don't really watch like shorts or TikTok that much, so I don't really know. Okay, there you go. There's your start. There's your Hangman game. It works. It just takes a lot of time, mainly because that command doesn't get used a lot. So there you go. There's your Hangman game. And now whoever started the Hangman game, please do finish it, please. I beg of you. There's your hang. See, I told you it worked. All right, it worked. All right, this channel is a good channel, right? And you should subscribe if you're enjoying the content. Subscribe if you're enjoying the content. You want more? You need to do exclamation mark letter, then like, so basically what? Yeah, like that letter end thing. That's how you do it. It just takes a while to register, so just calm in it. Yeah, so if you're enjoying the content, subscribe, because I try to do balloons once every week here. Of course, if you're enjoying the content as well, what also helps me out is if you leave me a like, because if you like the stream, it will help the channel grow. It knows that I'm enjoying, and it also lets me know that I'm enjoying your content. It also lets me know that it also lets other people to discover the stream. Bologna Serie A good content, try to improve quality. What do you mean by try to improve quality, mate? I don't understand what you mean by that. I tried, I assuming you're talking about my FM video. I tried to like cram everything. I try to cram like the important parts of like an FM save. I don't want to make my videos like 30 minutes long, if I'm being honest, but I'm working on a long save now, unfortunately. Hang on one sec. Playing gamer, can you like elaborate a little bit what you mean by improved quality? Just explain a little bit, because I don't quite understand. Do you want to do mod stream? What do you mean by do mod stream? Explain a little bit. Guys, sometimes when I'm streaming here, my brain just goes, so if something makes sense to you but not to me, like maybe because my brain is just gone. I think you get like 5 incorrect guesses or something. I can't remember how many incorrect guesses you have, but yeah. It just takes a while to register, but it will register. I have a guess on what that word is. It's probably not, but so you just follow the format. Like, okay, you see. I mean, that's okay. That's a note that if you guess as a word as well, that's count as one of your guess. Oh, that's what you mean. I'm okay. I was so confused there. I thought you meant like doing a YouTube mod stream. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? No, I probably won't do modding. Not right now. Not at least for the foreseeable future. At least, like what I'm doing is fine. People are coming in here. They're enjoying content. Yeah, so probably won't do mod. Not right now, at least. Bananas don't even fit in there. Yeah, playing gamer. Tell me what you mean by improved quality. I don't know what you mean by that. Okay. I initially you only had like 3 guesses, which I think is quite like brutal a little bit for some of the words they can give you. So I think increased to like 5 or 7. I can't really remember. Chill balloon stream. Yeah, I am chilling here, but there's a lot of chatter which I like, but oh my goodness. And also it's been a long time since someone done this balloons game. So I appreciate someone did it. I appreciate someone running the command. Whoever that run the command, shout out to you. And at least you guys are playing along with it, so that's good because 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 some people who run it, they run it and then they just go away and they don't even play along. We only got the whole chat playing. Let's go. Let's go. Play gamer. You need to do exclamation mark letter then the letter. Follow the format. Follow the format. Follow the format, mate. Hey yo, this hangman stuff coming with like the weirdest words. Okay, let's see. This is an educational stream, right? So I'm telling you. Let me Google and figure out what that word means. Because I myself don't know what that word is. What? Well, let me figure out because I don't know. I myself have no idea. Okay, Mario Webster, tell me what it is. It's apparently a. Okay, I mean, I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at it right now. Mario Webster says, what do I do with balloons? So you can actually do exclamation mark shop, and you can actually do some redemptions for it. Oh yeah, if you playing gamer, and I guess just to everyone in general, especially if you're new around here, just be mindful of like the swearing. Because the bot might ban, so just be careful a little bit. What? I think it's an English word. Let me just check here. Apparently, there's no like actual definition here, but it says synonym of Rietas, lariat, Kojima, lariat. If you get that reference, plus 50 aura. Just like Geraldo shop, but better. But better, alright, but better. And I don't know if I should read the sentence because I have no idea what like 3 words in this sentence means, but apparently that's it. Buy phone. Oh no. Yeah, not the iPhone whatever iPhone that's out now. Alright, what am I doing here? Oh, I didn't even buy this building. Look at me here. Now I'm buying stuff. Yeah, for the redemptions you need thing. There's only 3 things. How's that better? Quality over quantity, mate. Quality over quantity. Playing gamer, follow the format properly. So just copy and paste in it. I mean, well, you can't copy and paste, but you know what I mean. The other way. There we go.
feel Arab. Today I feel African. Today I feel gay. Today I feel disabled. Today I feel a migrant worker.
I saw that, by the way, and I maybe you are the only one. But yeah, if you kind of do, there's a cooldown command, so you can't like do them over and over again. So I just need to put that out there. Yeah. So there is like a cooldown of like a few seconds. So you want to execute a command, just wait until the command's over, then do a command. By the way, I need to flip between OBS and like the game to see if a command gets executed, by the way. Can you get mod with balloons? Can you get mod with balloons? No. No, no, no. I don't know what you're saying yes to, Bendy, but okay. Oh, the stream's progress. Well, thank you very much, Bendy. Much appreciated. Do you watch any WWE or the? Yeah, I watched it when I was like by the way, playing gamer. By the way, like you need to put the exclamation mark before you do the commands. By the way, so like it's like written at the bottom left there. Or just follow what people in the chat are doing. You have exam tomorrow. Well, good luck for your exam. I hope you do well. Hopefully you did study for it. Good luck for your exams. And hope they go well for you. Bye, playing gamer. Hope to see you soon, mate. Yeah, like I said with wrestling, I watched it when I was younger. I still watch it to this day. Although I don't watch much of it now. I think I know what you're getting to that with, Chris. I did see this. But I didn't really look into it. I know there's like a Mr. McMahon documentary coming out soon. I don't know anything about it. I didn't watch the trailer. I don't know when the release date is, so I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. But if you don't know, well, there you go. There you go. Have you spam stream Marvel Snap? Have I? I did that. I did that. Have you? That was like back in the day, by the way. Like, very interesting that you're asking me that now. Why are you asking me that now? Okay, now my question is, yes, I am familiar with it. I wasn't watching wrestling back then because I'm not that old, alright? Or maybe I am, I don't know. But I wasn't really watching wrestling back then, but I'm aware of it, like, you know, because it's obviously a big part of wrestling history. Even if you're a young wrestling fan growing up in this day and age, like sooner or later you'll know about it. Yeah, I'm aware of it. I know what it is. I know what it is. I am very aware of it. Okay, y'all starting another Hangman game here. Uh-oh. I don't know if it has been 15 minutes or not. I genuinely don't know. It may not have been 15 minutes.
That's nasty! That's disgusting, bro! Feeling on side to side? Making me feel weird.
I mean, even with the redemption in my channel, you could tell a lot of them are very appeal to a very niche audience, but I think it can be widely appreciated and enjoyed by a wide audience as well. Was this no? So that like the okay. So let me explain it to how I know it. I guess. that whole thing was real. It wasn't like the backstory is right. This is the backstory, right? And I'm pretty sure like there are other people that kind of confirm this. And I will say, I think there are people at the time that can confirm this. Like I mean, like other like employees that can confirm this. Like that whole incident was real. So basically, what happened was like Brett's contract, like see Brett and like Vince, right? Or yeah, Brett and Vince, they not only at this point in time, but they didn't see eye to eye. Mainly because they didn't see eye to eye a lot. Mainly because like Brett and Sean wasn't really like they had both had different visions for like wrestling, I guess, right? So that's where the argument stemmed from, and like Vince really liked Sean. Yo, that nasty thing made it so much better. Yes, that is worth 90 balloons. Don't add me, alright? Don't you dare add me. That was worth 90 balloons. That effort took more than 90 balloons, by the way. What do you do? Is just redemptions. Yeah, as I was saying, right? No, I stopped there for the redemption, by the way. Yeah, so Vince really liked Sean, but like Sean and Brett never got along, according to what I know. I guess the main reason why was because like I don't really know. What did you see the best piece of content of today? I'm telling you, right? If you don't sub after that, I don't know what will get you to sub, because you won't see that anywhere. So like Brett and Sean never really seen eye to eye. That's where the argument kind of stemmed, and Vince was always like a Sean kind of guy. So whatever Sean like did, he would kind of follow, and that's where like Brett also started hating Vince, and I think it got into a point where Brett like couldn't take it, so he wanted to go elsewhere, like when his contract with WWE or WWF at the time was up. So once that contract was up, he was going to go to another company. If you know WCW, which was like the rival competitor of WWF back then, he wanted to go there, right? So, and his last match, right, was that Survivor Series match, that one that you were saying, the Montreal Screwjob thing. And a little bit about the incident is that in that particular match, Brett was going in the champion, but because he was leaving the company, right, he had to obviously drop the title, of course, because he was leaving the company. That was his last match, right? So he had to drop the title. So I think like Vince was worried that because it was Sean that Vince was worried that because Brett was facing Sean, Vince was kind of worried that Brett wasn't gonna like drop the belt to Sean, make Sean look good on Brett's way out. So then I think like what happened was like Vince kind of just orchestrated or made this whole thing up where he like he told the referee to just like ring the bell without like Brett's knowledge whatsoever. I don't know if Sean knows about it. I don't really remember. But yeah. No, you should eat Lunchables or Lunchly, sorry. But yeah. So I don't know if Sean knows about that incident beforehand or not, but like so he got the referee to ring the bell. then Brett had to drop the title to Sean, and then Brett was pissed because he was not even like informed about this. Obviously, Brett, if you look at it properly, he didn't obviously tap out, hence the screw job. And then that's why you saw like after the match, Brett was just staring at Vince the whole way, spat at him, punched him. I think the punch took place backstage or something. I can't really remember, but I believe Brett was like furious at Vince backstage. Like Brett and Vince got into like a big fight backstage back that day, from what I heard, at least from like people that were there, from like podcasts and all that. So yeah. So that's the story. That's the story, at least I know. I might have skipped over some detail. I'm sorry if this was in the way. I didn't pay attention to that. So yeah. That was basically what the Montreal Screwjob is. And then like after that, of course, like Brett went to WCW, and then actually I think a lot of like non-wrestling fans might not know this, but WCW was way worse. What they did to Brett there, oh my goodness. I don't even know if you guys know the story or not. See, this is why I like the stream. This stream has become so wide. We started the stream talking about like, what the hell did we even talk about the start of the stream? We talked about how was it to stream 10 years ago to now, and now we're talking about wrestling stuff. Like, yeah, it was. I think it was backstage. I think, or something like that. Because I don't remember the punch being on camera. I know he spat on Vince on camera. That was on camera for sure. Because I remember the exact like video of it. That makes sense. The punch, I believe, was off camera. It was backstage, I believe. Like when they got to the back, That was backstage, I think. But yeah, that was a really big incident. I mean, that was before my time. Please, I'm not that old, alright? Please, right? I know I speak like a boomer, but I'm not that old. Or maybe I am. I'm just covering up here. I don't know. Maybe I am. I'm just not saying. Also, I might just realizing that I'm surviving this wrong with just a helicopter. But yeah, that was like, I think at the point, of course, at the point you had no internet and anything, so like people were like so confused, like what the flip is going on, I think like the worst part about that incident was that event, Survivor Series 97. That event was in Montreal of all places. So like there was really not a place to screw with Brett, because Brett's from Canada, obviously. He was not from Montreal, but Canada is Canada. He was from the country, alright? Oh, Canada. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't scripted. Because like I think like maybe like I think the how do I put this in words? The outcome was scripted. Like Brett was gonna lose. Yes, that's scripted. That was scripted. But the way it was done was not scripted. If that made sense, I think if Brett were to go out of like the WWF at the time, he would not want it to go down that way. So he was pissed more of the way that it happened rather than the fact that it happened, in my opinion. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that sounds logical enough for me to believe. Yeah, he was like, because like I don't know like people took note of shows back then, but if you looked at like the weekly shows, like the Raw back then, like the Raw shows back then, if you see whenever they were in Canada, Brett would get cheered and Sean would get booed. But in the US, it was the other way around. Sean would get absolutely cheered and Brett would get absolutely booed. Around that time. Like, it was so bizarre. Like, you could never, I could see I wouldn't say you couldn't get away with that today. You could, but a little bit difficult. You can, I mean, you can still do that today. And that's what, actually, no, they do that sometimes these days, because they, like, WWE right now, a lot of international events, so they do these things sometimes, but not a lot. Not a lot. Only if they go like international. But yeah, that was one of the big boy wrestling events. Also, if you're sticking with me throughout this, I appreciate you. Like I said, if you're enjoying the content, really appreciate it if you hit a like on the live stream here, because it lets me know you're enjoying the content and pushes the stream up in the algorithm, so more people can discover it. And while you're at it, if you are enjoying the content, I try to balloon stream once every week here, so subscribe would go a long way. I mean, we hit like the 500 subscribers mark, but I believe I can do better. We can do better, right? Come on now. Yeah, like right now is really weird. You can't really get away with this kind of thing nowadays because like the internet and all that. But there are kind of like incidents nowadays where you don't know whether it's real, whether it's fake or not. And they say expert max round. Probably not right now, because I'm trying to like focus more on the black border now. But how you doing, mate? Oh, I am enjoying the content. Well, that's what I like to hear, and I'm glad you are enjoying the content. Glad you're enjoying the content. Okay, this should be okay for now. Right, but yeah, Nisei, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Nisei, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Do you play balloons yourself? But yeah, like, I think nowadays it's really hard to get away with things like this because the internet will kind of like. So for context, for those that don't know, like right now, like you can't really get away with this like real or fake stuff in wrestling, and like because of all the like wrestling media and all that. Yeah, I don't know. It's really hard to get away with this stuff. Like even when like I don't know if people know. I mean, this was like, to be fair, like 2024. Like I don't know if people know this. This year was quite a boom period for wrestling. To be fair, like 2024 is probably one of the more hotter periods for wrestling. One of the more hotter years for wrestling than I've seen in years, and I mean years. Like the well, I don't want to say like every star in like wrestling right now is good, but like covering wrestling product is not too bad. You know, it's not too bad. For those that don't know, like Raw itself is moving to Netflix in like January, which is big if you think about a live sports program on Netflix. That is huge for them. The amount of money they're getting for that is massive. So, like I said, wrestling in 2024 is a boom. It's a boom because I mean, like Vince is out there and all that maybe, and now we're getting like a new head booker and all that, and like the whole product. I mean, there's still like there is still wrestling, but it's like with like there's still some of the old stuff in there, and it's like the new stuff in there. Like people can say what they it was Logan, like you know what it is, right? With Logan, right? Like I see, this is the thing with wrestling, right? I don't care about what Logan does in real life. What Logan Paul does in real life, I don't care. I don't care what he does in real life. I don't care what he do outside of wrestling, but just in pure wrestling, like I have like a small wrestling Discord community, like just a few people. Like one of the things we kind of like chat about there is about how we're really impressed with Logan Paul. Like we don't really follow him outside of like the wrestling bubble, but in that wrestling bubble, he is so good. Like you just like I don't know whether it's because people hate him so much or they like to see him get punched or something, but he's just really entertaining, really athletic as well, and he can talk. I mean, you would think as like someone that does what he does, you would think he can talk. He's really good in WWE. I'm not gonna lie. Like really, I'm genuinely being honest here. He's really entertaining. He's he's even better than some of the wrestlers that who have been wrestling for a long time as well. That's genuinely, I'm not the only person that says that, by the way. Like there are people who work in the sport that are saying that. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's really good in there. Like, his WrestleMania match that just went past, like this like WrestleMania 2024. His match was probably one of the better matches that was on the WrestleMania card this year, and that is saying a lot considering the amount of matches that are on that card. Like you can ask like you can ask like a casual wrestling fan, what do you think of Logan Paul? I think most of them would say that they like watching Logan Paul. They like watching him there. You know, he really fits in. And like if someone, let's say if someone doesn't know anything about like what Logan Paul does outside of wrestling, and they just enjoy wrestling and they watch it casually, they will look at Logan Paul and they'll be like, huh, this guy's pretty entertaining, and they will come back and watch him. You know, trust me. Trust me. But like the funny thing is, it has got like some wrestlers that are like so pissed at him for it. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, that's why this is one of the reasons why I always say, like, even like outside of wrestling, even if it's just like the point has been made there. Like even like when you make a movie, when you make a TV show, when you make any kind of content, your number one priority is to make it entertaining, make it accessible. Sorry, the number one like goal, the number one objective, you're making a movie, TV, whatever, right, is to make it entertaining, accessible, and fun for the casual audience. Keyword casual audience, right? Like, sure, the hardcore fans are like, not. I mean, maybe they will care. Like, maybe they might care. Oh, Logan Paul has done terrible things outside. I'm not gonna support this guy. But the casual fan, they're not gonna care. They might hear about all these things, but they're gonna be like, oh, well, I don't care about Logan Paul does outside wrestling. I don't care. Like, I much prefer to watch a good wrestler than someone who's like a good person, but they're all out terrible in the ring. Because you know what I'm saying. That's why I always say. That's why I always say this. When you make movies, make TV show, I don't understand. Always make it for the casual audience, because these are the people that are paying good money to watch, and they should feel that they're getting their money's worth. The fans will always go to watch no matter what. If they don't like Logan Paul, there's something else that they will watch. You know what I'm saying? They will buy the show anyway. There's something else that they will probably get. What is this goal, by the way? What did I not do here? Oh, okay, never mind. So yeah, like that's why I always say, whenever you make something, make it accessible to the casual audience. Speaking of which, the vote has, well, the stream is coming to the end, and the vote has somehow become a little bit more split, which is what I expected. So this was what I expected for this question, by the way. Like 64, about 59-41. It's quite split evenly. Again, nothing wrong with either one. In fact, it's quite hard to like support either one. Kind of on the fence. I'll prefer to start back then, but I think right now it's also okay. So pretty interesting. So it's good to see that chat is also kind of split, which kind of aligns with what I think, if that makes sense. All right, maybe this is the one last round here I will do. We got like 90. We got a big amount of views. Shout out to all that came out today. Once again, if you're listening to this and you are liking the content, remember to hit that like button, subscribe for more. If you want more balloons, I try and stream balloons once every week. So for those that are still listening, I do have a Discord. I believe you do !Discord, the link should pop up. And yeah, if you want to go join my community on there and get updates to live stream and all that, you can do that as well. I'm not ending the stream right now. I'm just kind of just shamelessly plugging while I'm doing all this because I can. But yeah, I think the next time I'm on stream, it'll still be this week, but it'll most likely be on the other channel. It'll be on maybe like it'll be on the other YouTube channel and on Twitch probably. So yeah, I think. But yeah, like okay, for I guess this is the ending of stream, so I'll just kind of like calm down. I don't know if you saw your DMs, Chris, but I thought of just to end the stream, I thought of putting that out a little bit, just explain it to the wider audience. I guess like a little bit more here, just not a lot more, but a little bit more. But yeah, like I always kind of want to make sure that my balloon stream is like 2 hours long. So if like I think in the coming weeks, like it's gonna be hard for me to get 2 hours of free time just to stream balloons, which I know sounds really weird, but like, but yeah, so it's gonna be like really hard. No, I was just like, I was just kind of just putting out there because I don't know if you saw your DMs, but yeah, I DM you something about like the question you asked yesterday. I sort of feel that I owe you a better explanation, so I hope you have read it and I hope you understand. But I just want to put something out there for like the general audience as a whole. Usually when I stream balloons, I want it to be like around 2 hours, or at least 2 hours ish, because I feel like that's a good length for stream for me at least. It's like not too long but not too short. It's just the right amount for a stream for me at least. For me, right? Uh, like for the coming like for like the foreseeable future here, because I don't know if I'm gonna get a lot of free time on weekdays. So, but I want to keep streaming around this timing. So I'll probably only be free for like an hour, maybe an hour 30 minutes or so. So I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with streaming balloons. I gotta be honest, I haven't really thought about it yet and decided yet. But also I have like a life outside of like I did mention this at the start of the stream as well. But also I do, want to go out a little bit more. Main reason why I got into kind of live streaming, kind of like basically kind of live streaming was I got into it because of like the COVID times, because I had nothing to do. So I was like, why not just live stream and see where it takes me? And I've been doing it for like 4 years now. So so yeah, I feel like I should probably just get out there a little bit more. That's not to say I don't enjoy live streaming or anything. It's just I feel that for the past year or so, I feel like I haven't really been like actively out a lot, and I want to kind of continue. I want to like get that part of my life going again. So again, this is not like me saying goodbye or anything. I'm still gonna be here. I'm still gonna be in the Discord. I'm still gonna be live stream, but maybe you'll just see me at different times. I'll try to keep this time slot for balloons. Worst come to worst, I stream it for like maybe 1 hour per day or something. I don't know. I really don't know. We will see how it goes. Once I kind of get like my schedule for like the future, for the foreseeable future, then I can kind of decide and how it kind of goes or everything. So yeah, how's it going so far? It's going okay. I'm probably gonna end stream in a bit here. But yeah, like overall, like balloons is like a good sort of content for me. So I'm definitely gonna stream it and gonna find a way to stream it. Obviously because like weekends are gonna be when I'm free the most as well. But weekends, like if I'm free, it's mostly in like the afternoon, morning. So I probably won't want to get on here because that's like not a time that I usually stream. So if I stream then, it'll probably be like on the second channel where I just play some solo games or whatever I want to play. And yeah, I hope that made sense. For the general audience, that sounded like really bizarre and really out of context. Maybe if you're following on my Discord, it will make a little bit more sense. But I just want to put a few words out there about that. Like I'm open for people to chat. If they want to know more, they can chat with me. They can DM me on Discord. I'll be like happy to, happy to have a conversation about it. But yeah, what are you doing so far in BCD6, Bendy? All right, yeah, so far, yeah, we're rocking here. We should be fine here, I think. And even if we're not fine, trust me, we have the facilities to deal with it. Look at this, just as a good backup here. Not that we really require it, I think. But yeah, it's been a really fun stream today. Good that I covered like a lot of different things. I covered like the Lunchables lunchly thing. I covered how to start streaming. Talk about wrestling as well. Like we got I'm genuinely got covered a lot of things today. Like like I think this is like a good chill way for me to kind of just talk about stuff that's going on in like real life, but also kind of unwind. Get to enjoy balloons with you guys as well. This is basically just an experience, and I'm just taking you guys along for a ride with me. That is what I like around here. I try to make this as chill as possible. How many blackbirds? I think all of the beginner maps except like 3 of them. So however many that is. However many that is. I can upgrade this. Why don't I upgrade this? This is an English speaking chat, so please only put English in here, please. I'm so sorry. Also, we're ending the stream now. I'm so sorry. Actually, you know what? Oh yeah, someone wanted to. Okay. Maybe not right now, but someone wanted to check my monkey knowledge. I forgot who asked that. I'm so sorry. Next time if I forget to do something and you guys want me to do something, please remind me, because sometimes if I'm speaking about another topic, it might have slipped my mind. Someone wanted me to check my monkey knowledge, or as they were saying it, money knowledge. 23. There you go. 23. There you go. All right. Other than that, let me check that I don't have anything else here. I mean, it just makes it everyone easier to understand me. But yeah, let me just double check, make sure I got to everything here. Yeah, I think I got everything that you guys wanted here. So, yeah, this is where I end the stream. If you guys want to join the Discord, just do exclamation mark Discord in the chat. It should appear. So if anybody wants to join Discord, I don't know why I always like to leave this last few minutes or last few seconds for you guys to do exclamation mark Discord, because I think that one time when I said it, like a few people did it and a few people joined. So, so I guess this is a good time to plug everything. Just what? What's going on, Bendy? I mean, I won't blame you. I mean, if you just woke up, then I fair play to you. I mean, you woke up and you're watching the stream. Much appreciated. I appreciate it, mate. I appreciate it, mate. But yeah, for those guys that are, here. Okay. Okay, anyway, sorry about that. I'm getting distracted by something else here. But yeah, thank you all guys so much for joining. If you have enjoyed the live stream here, remember to click that like button. And while you're at it, if you enjoy the content, remember to okay, I just saw someone redeem something there. I'll let redemption roll there do the outro. I'm sorry I'm doing the outro here because I'm gonna end stream here some guy. I'm so sorry. But if you enjoyed the content, remember to leave a like, subscribe for more balloons live stream like this one. If you subscribe, I hopefully when I say subscribe, the subscribe button is like highlighted. There's like a rainbow outline to it. If it doesn't, YouTube, I'm coming for you. But yeah, subscribe if you want more balloons content. I try and do balloons live stream once every week, and if you subscribe, when I schedule the live streams, you will get notifications for them, and you can see them pop up in your subscription box. So that's really cool. And anything else to say? Not really. So thank you all so much for coming out. I'm Random Gaming 100. You guys have been amazing. Take care, stay safe, stay healthy. I'll see you all next week or whenever the next stream is. I don't know. Might be this week. Who knows? Might be a surprise. You never know. Only if you subscribe, you'll know. All right. I'll see you all next time. All right. Bye bye, everyone.